Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This time we're going to be taking a look at the new card reveals on Twitter that I missed because I went to sleep yesterday, much earlier than usual. So here we are. Jack the Winner. Round start. Create a fleeting sleep with the fishes in hand. 5/5/6. Alright. This is an interesting engine. Definitely has a lot of survivability. 5 attack is pretty nice. It reminds me a lot of Zevi. But Zevi is only, Zevi as a body is pretty solid. But what really makes Zevi good is her effect that she has. So Jack the Winner is going to be entirely dependent on how good his effect is. Sleep with the Fishes. Here it is. 0 mana, slow speed, and fleeting. Deal 2 to an ally. Deal 2 to an enemy. So you have to deal 2 to the ally before it hits the enemy. So it's slow. It can be has several different counters that you can do to it. Its only saving grace is it's 0 mana, but you can't do it in response to anything. It can be used as a finisher because dealing 2 damage to the face it can be pretty nice. But it's also only limited to face, so you can't use it to clear something. I'm not crazy about this. I don't think Sleep with the Fishes is all that great. Maybe it can be used in some sort of aggro concept, but that's like, and it does have some hilarious synergy with Swain, though I don't think you would want to run. Well, you might want to run Bilgewater with Swain. In fact, that could be pretty interesting. Maybe you'll run this with Swain. That could be interesting. Get some beefier units to get easily level up Swain, and then have Jack here, the winner, keep producing these cards so that you can in turn stun something over and over each round. Though there are better cards that do this, like City Breaker and Leviathan. So if you run it over those cards, I don't know. I don't think too highly. Other than with Swain, I don't think this Jack the Winner or Sleep with the Fishes is all that great. On to Monkey Business. 2 mana slow speed card. Summon a Powder Monkey. Plunder. Summon another Powder Monkey next round. Okay, so it's nice. It's nice to have it one on attack, 1 on defense always. Once you get that plunder off. But you're also paying 2 mana. Like, at worst, you're paying 2 mana for a Powder Monkey, which, in all honesty, should be a 0-cost card, given its ephemeral. Yeah, I don't... it's a lot of... It's almost not worth it, the mana, with the mana. And, the only way you would run this is with the other Powder Monkey synergy. And we only have, Monkey Idol for that. And Monkey Idol just does this, but better. Though, I will admit that this Monkey Business is less interactable. Like, people can kill Monkey Idol easily with Challenger and removal. This just straight up gives you the monkeys, so you don't have to really worry about that. So maybe you'll run it for that, but I don't see much potential with this card. For the Fallen, 8 mana slow speed card. We have a lot of slow speed cards. Oh my goodness. When you summon an elite, reduce my cost by 1. For each ally that died this round, summon a Dauntless Vanguard. So basically, you use when your board gets chumped down, or like we you're forced into attack and you have a bunch of bad trades, or if Ruination comes down, you can fill up your board super easily, and I assume cheaply because of the cost reduction. Back up so that you can maintain your mid-range threat for the most part. Though, obviously, it's not as threatening because it's all Dauntless Vanguard 3/3s. And unless there's a card that targets specifically Dauntless Vanguards, then it probably doesn't matter all that much. I mean, it's an alright card, but I don't think it's going to make elites any better as an archetype. I mean, it's good against Ruination. Like, really good against Ruination. But that's the most I can say about it. It's good against Ruination. Singular Will. 10 mana, another slow speed card. Pick an ally, recall all other units. Ooh, okay. So like, let's say you have Ledros on your field, and there's a bunch of other enemies that you cannot survive on the next turn. You Singular Will, you keep your Ledros on the field, and all of the threats go back to their hand. That's basically Ruination, though it's Recall. And sometimes Recall is better than Ruination, but it does come with the weakness of, being able to play them again. But then again, they have to spend mana, a really valuable resource in the late game for the cards all over again. To play all of them, have even remotely the amount of board presence they had before. So this card can completely destroy tempo, and it also has the added benefit of not triggering death triggers, and you get to keep one unit on the field. That's pretty good. Of course, that comes at the cost of 1 mana. However, it's good enough in its own right that, at least in some decks, since it's in a separate region, you would run this if you didn't have access to Ruination. This is a good card. I like this. This is probably the best card I've seen up until now. This is a good start. Basilisk Bloodseeker. 7 mana, 7/4. With Overwhelm. Play. Deal 1 to an ally and an enemy 4 times. This reminds me of almost like Leviathan, except it's deal it 1 4 times to your ally and 1 4 times to an enemy. This works hilariously. Like, if one of your units has tough, then you just deal no damage to that unit while you deal 4 damage to an enemy unit. That's pretty cool. But I think the real key for this card is also the Swain synergy. Oh, this does more than half his level up. 8 damage. That's pretty good. Now, we don't know how, like, if it's required to hit an ally. If it's required to hit an ally and you play this alone, does it kill itself? That's the question. That's the real question we have to ask. And I have no idea. If that is the case, then this is a terrible card. Never run it. But if that's not the case, then this definitely has a place in some Swain decks, or even as a finisher in some aggro concepts because of the Overwhelm keyword and the removal of an ally. I mean, not an ally, an enemy. Bah. I like it. Apprehend 2... Whoa. No. Apprehend 2 mana slow speed card. Another slow speed card. Stun an enemy. If you have Darius, rally. Woo. What? Wait. What? I think this is insane. So obviously you have this because comes with the cost of requiring you to run Darius, which a lot of decks don't really run Darius for a good reason because he's a little bit inconsistent as a finisher. However, this might make up for that quite a bit. In fact, uh, honestly, I would run Darius just so I can run Apprehend and get that 2-mana rally going. Plus, it has the stun. So basically, it's a 2-mana rally that has a stun attached to it. So you can stop a blocker. Well, that's everything. That's everything that you want with the rally effect. Holy crap. That's super good. Of course, it comes at the cost of having to run Darius, which is obviously known to not be the strongest champion out there. But this card in itself might make him one of the better champions out there, just because it is associated with him. I am excited for this card. Really excited. Noxus is getting some interesting tools. Alright. Another slow speed card! Wow. So 4 mana. Tri-beam Improbulator. Deal 1 to a unit. Summon a random 1-cost unit. While I'm in hand, increase both by 1 when you play a 3-cost card. So if you play a 3-cost card, it increases the damage and the unit cost by 1. So you spam a bunch of 3 costs, and then you can deal a bunch of damage to something, and then summon a certain cost unit. This actually might be really good in Lux decks, and obviously Heimerdinger. But I'm more excited with Lux because Lux is known to like have a bunch of 3-mana cost spells, so that you can do 3 plus 3, which equals 6, and then have a bunch of board presence with since like a lot of Demacian spell cards give you a minion like Remembrance and Succession and stuff like that. This is like removal with a Succession or Remembrance, depending on more like Remembrance actually, depending on uh what cost unit you get and how much it scales. I like this. This is an interesting card. This is a real thinker, man. You can build an entire deck around this one card, which is a good thing. Love it when a card encourages that. Star Shepherd, 1 mana 0/3. When you heal a damaged ally, grant me +2 attack. So it's not just it, but also any allies. This is basically Targon scaling 1-drop. Okay, obviously this will be a lot better when we get Soraka, which is basically confirmed at this point with how much different cards we've seen. It seems like an alright card. It might be even alright right now, even without Soraka, since Targon has a bunch of healing within it. And the 3 health allows you to jump block something and then heal it to get attack. So that's really nice. So it's a nice card. I think it will be a lot better in the future, but right now it's okay. It's okay. Fledgling Stellicorn. Lifesteal. Spell Shield. 3 mana 1/2. Interesting. I don't. I mean, you obviously look at this card and you think buff target. It's in Targon, so it doesn't even have to go outside of its region. But is it worth the investment on that? It's a 1/2 stat line, and there's a reason why it's a 1/2 stat line. It's because if it was any higher, then the two keywords would spiral out of control with just how much support there is for this card in the region that it is in. So we'll just see if you can get a reliable buff onto this card, like a grant buff, and then it continuously allows you to heal and stall while also like not dying because of spell shield. That'd be pretty good. That's pretty good. Giddy Sparkyologist. 3 mana 2/2. Play. If you behold a celestial card, grant an ally +1/+1 and spell shield. What a nutty card this is! Holy crap! And it's going to be super easy to get celestial cards because there's so many invoke cards out there, and you don't even have to play this on 3. It's an okay play on 3 if you have like other minions on there. You can also place this onto a champion. You give a champion +1/+1 and spell shield. Oh my god! This is a nutty card. I think this is my favorite card out of all the ones we've seen today. Ooh, art-wise and the effect-wise, it's just really good. Really good card. And then I assume this is the last card. 8 mana, 8/4, so Godfather Rumel with Overwhelm and Spell Shield. So it's like a Trinimir that's a follower. So it doesn't take up the champ slot. But also dies. But also gives 4 health to another ally to make it more survivable. And it has Spell Shield, so it doesn't like instantly die to like removal. But on the attack it will die because it's only 4 health during it as an 8 mana play. Yeah, this one's probably not that great. Gonna be honest. Like, if you could afford to run Trinimir, you would always run Trinimir over this dude. And there are cases where you would sacrifice the slot for it. I mean, this doesn't sacrifice a champ slot, but like, there are better 8-drops. There are just better 8-drops out there. And of course, the poro! Oh, the poro! Is that Zoe? Is that Zoe? Yeah, it's Zoe! I wanted Zoe! But we didn't get Zoe. But now they tease me with Zoe with this poro fly. A 1/1/1, as all poros are, spell shield. So this is the Targon's poro. About all the poros, I can tell you that this one isn't the greatest. But you don't need me to tell you that. This is not really that great. It's not that great. Alright, and that's all the cards. We've gone a little bit longer than I wanted to. So I'll just end it here. I hope you all stay healthy out there. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.